This is it. This is it. The final episode of the Grind Towards Success Code 9 Gaming. We're talking about social media. We're going to finish it strong. This is it. You've been in it. You stayed in it. You watched every episode. You kept up to this point. So, let's finish it. What's up, world, and welcome to Grind Towards Success with your host, Ali Zakka, and this is it. This is it. The final episode, the final part of the Code 9 Gaming interview, episode 9. We are here. You have made it this far. You kept up with it. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much. We in it to win it. We made it. So without further ado, we better wrap this bad boy up. Let's start.
Way to look at it, definitely. I like how you. We actually answered all my questions.
I thought you had one about online networking.
Yeah, you guys, we talked about it.
I thought you talked about regular networking,
No, like social. How do you feel about social media? That was that one.
Oh, social media, because
social
networking is, to me, I do not like personally, because I feel like that. The only reason I knew about that question because I read his 5 questions before we got this started. And one of the questions was about
online social networking.
About online social networking, and I looked at it. I was like, And what I looked at about because it's a way where if people take that little too far, they try to hit you up and say, instead of saying hey, I saw this on you, I saw this, this thing you did, I thought was a cool idea, kind of followed you, get to know you a little bit more, they just go straight to it. Hey, I think you'd be a good representative for my company. I think you should look at this on my page. Follow me here. I don't know you.
That's not social networking. That is the scam of, and I've noticed the only social media network that does that is Instagram. Twitter will have people will message you on Twitter, but they have an actual chance of responding back. Sure. You'll get a message from somebody. I've got DJs that have messaged me on Twitter hey, I'd like to have you on our mixtape. Here's my link. Let me know if you're interested in business. I got producers that message me I'd like to make beats for you. At the same time, they're really just trying to get their business out there. They might not even listen to any of my music. They just want to get their business out, and that's just them networking. That's their way that they figure, works best is networking. They probably get some good turnaround on that, because without stepping out there, nobody's going to know you want to be nobody's going to want to know you want to hit the baseball if you're not going to step up to the plate.
Yeah.
So, social networking does have its flaws. It's got very open flaws, but that's because you're setting a profile to public. You're allowing everybody in this vastly growing world to message you if they find your page. Mm-hmm. And there's hashtags now, so it's easy to find a page. Mm-hmm. So I'll like you as well. I get those Instagram comments that, oh, this would be awesome featured on our page. They're set up that way by a computer. There's bot programs, and it's one of the reasons I got into IT so much is because I really wanted to know how that background worked. My cousin is also an aspiring artist, and I always joked about being an AR for him, or helping him set it up, as well as being my cousin, who's I'm pretty sure is going to go to the NFL. I joked about being his manager. So the whole reason I look into IT is because I like to see what are scams out there that I can stop. I don't want to work for the government. It just doesn't seem like it'd be that well of a paying job, is what I always hear as a joke. But I do believe in counterterrorism very strongly. So that is a first step to me, is stopping just the little scammers that go feature, you want this feature, follow us or add us, because you can message them. And I messaged one of them. It was hilarious. They tried to say $25 a month as their starting promo thing, and they post your picture 4 times maybe, or 3 times out of the month or something like that. And then the packages went up from there, but one of them was $250. They have $250,000 packages, yearly deals and stuff. And it's ridiculous that people will actually pay for that type of promotion. And what confuses me is if you're going to take the time to pay a company to do promotion, you're better off clicking the promote button on Instagram, because that's the same thing. I don't understand how people can expect to actually get somewhere off of paying for a social network. You know, the whole point of social networking is networking, not to pay to have these people networked in.
But even on my Twitter, because that's a good point you made. On my Twitter, I also got like a lot of people messaging me. I follow somebody who's famous, follow me, hey man, nice message, thank you for the follow. Check this out. I'm like, don't tell me to check this out. Like, I don't know who you are. Like, have me look at your page first. Say, thanks for the follow. Can you check out a few of my things on my page? Like, I'll check out your stuff. Like, I think people go about it and not just the bots and everything, but some people who try to direct messaging, I think they go about it the wrong way. And I think they should take a more empathetic approach, getting to know the person you're following, get to know the person and see what they're about. And then if there's something about them that really grows on you, and you want to actually reach out to them, then reach out to them. But after you've probably been there maybe a few weeks, Christian, somebody who doesn't use social media like that, what do you think about, or you got subjected to somebody trying to send you stuff like that?
Yeah, I just don't click on it.
I think that's the death of social networking. Honestly, is that people are able to do that.
Well, I kind of disagree with that, because I feel like it is, it's the same thing. It's not changed. The reason why it's such an issue with social media and why people see it's such an issue with social media is because it's so widespread, easy access, and you can get it instantaneously. This isn't nothing new. People used to do it, door-to-door salesmen, people selling their mixtape at the mall, whatever the case is. This ain't nothing new. It just comes in its different forms. And I honestly think it's a bad thing. It just depends on what are you making your social media for. Everybody's not making their social media for the same reason everybody else is. Some are business pages. Some are out there trying to hustle. Some are out there trying to like you, for example, some are trying to motivate other people, trying to be a friend of other people, make those connections, bring people up. Some are out there just to, cause gossip, And the issue with social media is people not knowing how to filter what they're getting. If you don't want something on social media, then you obviously have to filter that out. Now, there are going to be some things that are out of your control, but that's just like life. There's always going to be things and aspects of everything, including your job or something. Even people that own jobs, who own their own businesses, there's aspects of it that they can't always have 100% power and control over. You know what I'm saying? There's always going to be variables, and I think those are the things you just have to adapt to. I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing, because if, some people, you listen to some people's come up stories, it might have just been just that. It might have been them just reaching out to somebody on the social media.
They just happened to send the right message.
And they sent the right message out, and somebody actually decided to not ignore that message and help them out, even though they didn't know them. My middle school principal, this is funny, because I was talking with my middle school principal, Mama J, she was telling me a story, because I just seen her at one of my meetings at school, and it was crazy when you see someone back there who was like the principal of middle school, but then you see them differently when you're 23 years old, talking to them on an adult level, and it's just a different thing. And I was talking to her, she had somebody message her from another state, who had heard about her stuff, because she speaks about education to a lot of school districts and things like that, and they had messaged her, and she didn't know the person, and she flew out there and spoke for her school, because that's the kind of person she was. She was dedicated to education, and she didn't know the girl, wasn't aware of her, she was just a college student, like we all were at a point, if you're not still doing it, but and she just went out and did it. So some of it has those positive outcomes. It's just like everything's gonna have the up and down on it,
I just wanna take that time to highlight that you guys keep a friend like this around, because notice how we all, Kristen, I can't count her in this, but we all we both onslaughted the social networking. We put it down, and you'll get around people that'll try and push you down for days. Though, I got on Facebook today and literally saw 3 posts back to back. Oh, today's a bad day. It's a bad day. It's bad outside. So I got off Facebook. But notice Tyreik kept a positive outlook on it, and he said, this is something that is actually pretty positive, and this is how it can work out. So make sure you keep a friend like that around, because they're not a plenty. They're rare. My point is.
Well, and you say we was putting it down. I don't think we was putting it down. I think we were just noticing the bad part of it. Because I said people take the wrong approach to it.
Okay.
Like, I never said it was a bad thing. I think people just take it really in your face, not getting to know the person they're reaching out to. And like, I'm pretty sure Mama J, which I remember her from middle school, a really good principal, but I'm pretty sure she probably did a little research on the girl. Somebody sent me a message like, who are you? Let me look you up real quick. But that's the beauty of social media too. You can look up the person, get their background real quick before responding back to them.
Well, whatever they post, that is.
Well, whatever they post.
LinkedIn, as far as the professional world, LinkedIn.
Yeah, if you take that approach, but I mean, she was just talking literally like she was just talking Facebook.
Oh,
okay.
She didn't even do anything.
I do believe that Facebook is going to take LinkedIn's spot pretty soon.
I'm not sure about this, but doesn't like Facebook have a hand in LinkedIn, or LinkedIn has a hand in Facebook?
I mean, everything's.
I think
they do.
Yeah, did Facebook put a stock in? Facebook has LinkedIn.
I know Facebook has Instagram. They don't have Snapchat, which that's what's like really making Facebook mad. So they trying to do all this stuff like making themselves similar to Snapchat. To Snapchat.
So Snapchat's not profitable.
Huh?
That's the problem. Otherwise, they would have probably just got it.
They try to buy Snapchat. Snapchat said no. They turned them down. And Snapchat just went public too, so they can get Snapchat stopped. But I'm diversing. What's the word I'm looking for? No. Got the word. Digressing. I'm sorry. I'm digressing. But yeah. So LinkedIn is a good one, and you can go through that.
I actually learned today that LinkedIn is the top business to business. Like as far as like business to business networking platforms go, that's the top one.
Yes.
As far as business to consumer, Facebook and Pinterest are the top two.
So if you're out there
too.
What?
As far as getting Amazon's linked to a lot of those things. Like I know my Facebook's linked to Amazon. Like,
but as far as like social wise, I mean, you can't be social through Amazon.
Yeah, no, it's not a social site, but it's the fact that those things are partnered up. And that's how they get it. You know what I'm saying? If you're selling a product, a lot of those things are linked to Amazon. That's where you would actually buy it from. You know what I'm saying? Or get it shipped through. You know what I mean?
No, some of the ones I go through like Etsy. They I got this one for a Gengar backpack and they charged me. They just never sent the backpack, so I had to get a refund. But it's most PayPal. But PayPal or Amazon is what it's linked through.
Good point there. I'm kind of wrap this up, but yeah, guys, if you really want to network and get to know people, Antoine just said for business to business, that's what you're into. LinkedIn for getting to know other people and more socializing. Facebook, Pinterest for business and consumer. But this podcast has been, well, podcast said there, but saying podcast all day long. This episode of Grind
YouTube video,
right? This episode of Grind Towards Success has been a very unique one. It has took a turn that I wasn't expecting it to take. It's almost like a Code 9 gaming takeover. So
it really was.
Oh my god!
Which I don't mind that. It's always good to get an interview from somebody else, and so I have them kind of like little twist on their version of Grind Towards Success. Because remember, it's for everybody. Before we wrap this up, though, Tyreik, how can we follow you on any social media apps? How can we get to see you?
Oh man, well y'all can follow me on Instagram. That's Ty_the Phoenix. Follow me on there. Twitter is the same. Snapchat, Phonics-Flower. I guess I'll put it in the bottom of the description because y'all don't have to read that. Other than that, man, you can follow me on Facebook, but I don't really be on there. But it's Tyreik Theta, man. You can go ahead and follow me if you want to, but I don't be on Facebook like that. Go Instagram.
Antoine, how can we follow you?
You can follow me on Instagram at Code9 Gaming. You can follow me on Twitter at Chief900Bill, and I'm always on YouTube at Code9 Gaming as well. You can add me on Facebook. I probably won't add you unless I know you, so I'm gonna leave it to you finding me in the description to add me on Facebook because I don't really link with people on Facebook that way. I feel like Facebook is as personal as Snapchat is. And we did leave Snapchat out of the whole social media wave talk, but
we might have to do that on another episode.
Yeah, we'll have to. Yeah.
And Christian, how may we follow you?
You can't follow me. Maybe sometime in the future.
Ooh. Well, there you have it, guys.
Oh, wait.
There's no content. There's nothing for you to follow.
Follow me at no.
Well, guys, that's been it for this crazy episode of Grind Towards Success. I hope you enjoy it. I appreciate you guys for sticking through this episode and how long it went and the turns it took. But thank you guys. Have a good one. Stay awesome.
And Code 9 Gamers, grind towards success.
Hey guys, that was it. That was the final conclusion to the Code 9 Gaming interview. Episode 9 has been completed. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate you guys sitting through it, listening through it. Tell me your feedback, what you think of it. I might do another interview with other people coming down the line. This was something new for me, and I really appreciate the fact that you guys sat and listened to it as well. I can't tell you how much you guys really, listen to and watch. I can't tell you how much that means to me. I appreciate it. Please tell me your feedback, what you think of it. By the way, you can follow Tyreik, Antoine, and Christian on the platforms below. Other than that, thank you guys for watching for one last time. And see you on the next episode of Grind Towards Success. And stay awesome. Hey guys, if you're watching this video on Facebook and you really enjoyed it, please give it a like. If you have a comment or a question or a topic you want me to talk about in the future, please put it in the comment section below, or you can send me a direct message on my Facebook page. And lastly, and I really appreciate it if you guys did this, this would mean so much to me. If you really enjoyed this video, please share with your friends and family, and hopefully they'll enjoy the video as well. Thank you, I really appreciate that. Thank you guys, you have no idea. And if you're watching this video on YouTube, please give it a thumbs up if you really enjoyed it. Is there a question or a comment or a topic you want me to talk about in the future? Please leave in the comment section below. And if you want more notification when new videos come out, please click on subscribe. Other than that, follow me on Instagram there. Follow me on Snapchat there for more daily tips and inspirational tips. Lastly, thank you guys for watching the video. I really appreciate the support. You guys have no idea. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your week and stay awesome.